Dorian had opinions, sharp ones, the kind that made people pause and think. But the moment someone louder walked in, something inside him folded. It wasn't fear. Dorian wasn't afraid of confident people. He admired them. And that was the problem. In every room, Dorian ran the same silent calculation. Who here is more than me? And whoever won that math got his voice. Because Dorian believed the room only had space for one version of enough, and it was never his. Psychologists call this the contrast effect. When you place yourself next to someone you perceive as more, your brain doesn't just notice the difference, it exaggerates it. Dorian wasn't actually shrinking. His brain was remeasuring him, using someone else as the ruler. And here's where it gets dangerous. Leon Festinger's social comparison theory says we don't just compare to understand others. We compare to define ourselves. Upward comparison, measuring against people we see as above us, doesn't inspire Dorian. It erases him. His identity became reactive. Not, I am this, but I am less than that. And the cruelest part? The confident people in the room weren't trying to make him small. He was doing it to himself, automatically, like breathing. The shift didn't come from affirmations or faking confidence. It came from one question Dorian had never thought to ask. What do I believe when no one's in the room to compare to? He realized confidence wasn't volume. It wasn't speed. It wasn't the ability to dominate a room. It was the ability to stay the same size inside it, regardless of who else was there. He stopped measuring himself against other people's presence and started measuring himself against his own absence. All the rooms where he'd let himself vanish. You were never small, you were just standing too close to someone else's light and mistaking your shadow for your size. Confidence isn't about filling the room. It's about not emptying yourself to make space for someone who never asked you to. If this made you think of a room where you've disappeared, comment stay or vanish. And if someone you know makes themselves invisible when others shine, send them this, quietly. Your presence isn't measured by the room. It's measured by what you refuse to abandon inside it.